The only woman among the 12th unit of the Southern Frontier Defense Force. Well, duh. I thought she was scary, but learned she's actually a nice person. I did an investigation for her once, and she gave me candy. Ernie told me that Queen knows a lot about books and music, which makes her quite different from the other members of the Defense Force. Her home country was destroyed by Harmonia. She was born into a prominent family. That's a little surprising. Well, her name is Queen. Alright, Jack. My favorite, Jack. He's in charge of long-distance attack for the 12th unit of the Southern Frontier Defense Force. He's quiet. He likes children. He was basking in the sun with the children of the Wolf Moon Castle. Sorry, that's what I named it here. So, okay. It's kind of odd. He likes dogs, but even his face is expressionless. Even while playing. When Godot was on duty, he met Jack and recruited him on the spot. You shouldn't pass on him, considering his great skill. That's interesting. Joker! He's in charge of magic attacks of the 12th unit of the Southern Frontier Defense Force. He's a middle-aged guy who likes to drink. Figures. He's a very old man who's always drinking, babbling, and being a nuisance to the women around him. Kenji, Juan, and Joker were practicing gymnastics. What are they up to? He was known as Wang before joining Godot's team. Duke! He is a platoon commander in the Harmonia Frontier Defense Force. He is hostile towards Godot's platoon. He's in the same unit as Elaine and Gao, so they get along just fine. He likes hot curry. The sweat was already pouring off him, and then he had another helping. Actually, I prefer it with cheese. His father was dead. Nicholas, who served his father, serves Duke now. That's a sad face. Gao. A member of Duke's platoon in the Harmonia Frontier Defense Force. He's a straight, bold warrior with an unknown background. Well, he lost an eye. He gets along fine when he's fighting with his platoon. Duke saved him just as he was about to die. After that, they started working together. He cut off his tail as a sign that he resigned from his previous work. That must have hurt. Aw, puppy cut off his tail. Elaine. She's the only woman in Duke's platoon of Harmonia Frontier Defense Force. Look down on her, and you'll be sorry. When she goes to battle with her comrades, she'll show her real ability. Her rose-colored lipstick is made in Canaan by a certain general. Okay. She asked me whether she or Jean had the fairer skin. She's competitive about funny things. Well, she and Queen have a my boobs are bigger than your boobs contest. Nicholas, a member of Duke's platoon of the Harmonia Frontier Defense Force. His trademarks are his giant shield and a strong axe. When he goes into battle, he is very composed. I wonder what he's really like. He was originally a subordinate of Duke's father before he died. Duke's father said, "Take care of my son." Nicholas is very loyal. His hobby is carving. When he is alone, he carves wood. It suits him. Thomas! He is an ordinary boy in all respects, but he is the master of the castle as well. Needless to say, he has a sweet tooth. He's not a fast runner, but he's good at swimming. I saw him practice his kicking in the bathtub. He loves mild curry. Sometimes he makes it himself and serves it to the castle residents, but only children like its mild flavor. Oh, I'd love its mild flavor. Please, Thomas, cook for me. Cecile. She is a beautiful girl who is the castle's gatekeeper. She's surprisingly strong. Surprisingly, she wears a suit of armor. She likes armor. She is proud of the fact that she doesn't take it off, even on hot days. Well, I'm assuming she takes it off at some point. She's known to be a good cook. I hope she invites me sometime. Oh, her and Thomas can both cook for me. Oh god, no, never mind. She likes hot food. Thomas fainted when he ate Cecile's food. Yeah, no. Never mind. Futch, one of the Dragon Knights. He's on patrol on the order of his captain. His partner is Bright, the White Dragon. I saw Sharon and the Dragon Knights attack. It was so amazing. When they go out together, Fred, Franz, and Futch make a very handsome trio. They're just like rock stars. Okay, that's pretty funny. He carries a big sword on his back, which was given to him as a gift of gratitude. Bright was also fond of him. Okay, that doesn't make any sense, but okay. Bright, he accompanies Futch, the Dragon Knight. He is quite fond of people. When he attacks with Gadget Z, well, it's a great thing to witness. Futch picked him up just as he was hatching. Does he think that Futch is his father? Height, 255 centimeters. Birthplace, Mount Rakute. Rakute? I don't know. Special skill, flying. Favorite food, meat. Weak point, behind his jaw. Dupa! He is a Lizard Clan warrior and Chief Zepon's successor. He was organizing the clan. You should see Lucia and Dupa's combination attacks. He wears a feather headpiece which was made from game birds he took during a hunting trial. He is proud of his prize. He likes armadillo meat. His jaw is so strong that he even eats the scales. Well, they're lizard people. I would assume that they could. Sheba, a Lizard Clan warrior who assists Chief Dupa with Ozbub. The three warriors from the Lizard Clan are impressed the Kararian warriors with their skills. Okay. Everyone in the Lizard Clan eats a lot, but this guy is an exceptionally big eater. He can eat his own weight in one meal. How much does he spend on food? He worries that he's fatter than the other two lizard men. He was asking Kenji how to diet. That's pretty funny. Poor Sheba. Ozbub, a gallant warrior in the Lizard Clan. He assists Chief Dupa with Sheba. The three members of the Lizard Clan seem to fight better when they are together in battle. He is really popular with his fan club. I wonder why. Is it the scales? He's very good at swimming. He came in first at the Lizard Clan swim meet. He moves his tail very well. Okay. Sasarai, as Bishop of the Holy Harmonia Kingdom, he comes when trouble arises. He's a lot older than he looks. Yes, he is. He practices magic without a wand because he uses a ring instead. It must be very expensive. Well, he is practically royalty. It is written that he was in the Dunnan Unification War 15 years ago. He fought against the Dunnan army on the side of the Highland army. How old is he? He looks quite fastidious. But that's only because his attendants take care of him. He's really nonchalant. It's surprising. Franz, a warrior of the bouquet. I don't know. He can control Mantors better than any of the Mantor warriors. He immediately carries out orders from the Harmonian army. I watched while he trained in battle with Fred and Futch. I wonder if they get along. I bet they do. He cuts his own hair, and it always comes out uneven. Aiku ends up fixing the mess. You could tell. He takes long rides with Aiku and Ruby. They seem to get along very well. Well, of course, because him and Aiku are a thing, and of course Ruby's their mentor. Ruby, Franz's Mantor. Mantor behavior is a village secret, not known to outsiders. Among the Lizard and Duck clans, Bozba and Sergeant Joe are considered good-looking. Ruby is handsome among Mantors. It's difficult for humans to understand. He only blows fireballs when a warrior gives the order, so you don't have to worry. It's best not to tease Mantors. Ruby is fond of Nash and Ayame. I wonder what charms they have. That's actually very cute. Or, interesting. Ayame. She is a female ninja. Her hometown and background are a mystery. I saw her training with Landis. I wonder what they are up to. I heard that she worked for the Highland Kingdom. Highland was destroyed after the war 15 years ago. I wonder what she was doing. I'm sorry to report that I was caught while following her. Would you consider foregoing further investigation? I don't want to get hurt. Salome. He is both an advisor and one of the 6 renowned Zagzan Knights. He is a strategist during battle, but in charge of general affairs at other times. He's quite a busy guy. He leads knights who have their own distinctive personalities. It must be hard work. His great interest is tea. He would get along with Augustine. Oh, God. I would get along with them both. Watari. He's a ninja with a mysterious background. He's a quiet guy. Sorry, I can't find anything about him. He's got impressive skill if you noticed me following him. Well, you got caught by Ayame, so I'm not surprised. I'm sorry, but I can't find anything on him. This is the first time this has happened. I'll lose my reputation as a good detective. But please don't give up on me. I've always had confidence in my investigative abilities. I hate to admit it, but I failed this time. Forgive me, it won't happen again. Poor Watari. Melville. This one's a pure boy. He formed the St. Loa Knights with Alanis and Elliot. He lives on his own at his young age. He has to. His father comes and goes irregularly, and he has no mother. He's a diligent boy. He was taking a bath with his father. I don't know what they were talking about. Oh my God, I don't want to know either. He was separated from his mother and lost contact with her. I don't know why, but maybe his father had something to do with it. Most likely. His father's weird. Alanis! She formed the St. Loa Knights with Melville and Elliot. Their main duty is to patrol the area. She loves insects and animals. Lately she's become a fan of the lizard clan. Sometimes she goes out with Melville and Elliot, but she returns before long. It's dangerous to go far away. According to Martha's fortune telling, Alanis will be a pretty lady like me. I wonder what will happen. Of course she'll be a pretty lady. Wilder! He is a young member of the Duck Clan. He is like a younger brother to Sergeant Joe and an elder brother to Rhett. He and Rhett were complaining at the pub about the sergeant's harsh training. Whoa! They actually spelled out sergeants. Rhett and his friend and his child... Rhett is his childhood friend. He is secretly proud that he is smarter than Rhett. He likes playing the trumpet. It suits him. I'd like to hear him play. Rhett, a young duck in the Duck Clan. He's like a little brother to Sergeant Joe. He's been causing him some trouble. Sergeant Joe motivated Rhett and Wilder to train harder. He made his hat and wool scarf himself. He's quite clever. Even though he was born 3 days before Wilder, he's treated like a younger brother. It doesn't seem to bother him. That's because he's probably shorter as well. Usually whenever you're seen as short, you're seen as younger. Nash. He's a shady guy. He had some kind of role behind the scenes role during the Dunnan Unification War. Belle. Oh, hold on. It's possible he's hiding something about himself, but I don't know what or why. Lately he has been seen with a nassel bird on his shoulder. He calls it Dominguez Jr. What a funny name. Before coming here, he lived with his sister and a distant relative. There must be a reason. Actually, Nash is married. And he probably shouldn't be so far away from his wife. Belle. She's a gadget master. She's made dozens of gadgets, but none of them work. She can make Gadget Z say anything she likes, but by adjusting his mental circuit. She has acquired some unusual techniques, as well as drowning Branky. She talks to Vicky and Mel sometimes. They're beautiful when they are silent. Oh my god, no they're not. They're beautiful all the time. Especially Vicky. She is trying to find her runaway mother. Poor girl. Mel! She travels with her doll Branky. She is a nice girl, but the doll has a bad personality. She is right-handed. I wonder how she eats while holding Branky. She's quite silent when she's alone in her room. I have no idea why. She plays with Vicky and Belle sometimes. The three seem quite dangerous to me. Karoku! A vagabond dog. He carries a bag on his back. His bark sounds like arr. His favorite food is bones. His hobby is marking. There are stones in his bag. Okay. Juan. He runs a training center. He has no customers, so he naps all day long. Oop. Emily was trying to find him. My guess is that he's sleeping somewhere. She's angry because he always skips training. He chews leaves. These leaves are herbs that cause drowsiness. They're grown somewhere in the castle. His father was beaten by a drifter in his training center. He says he's waiting for that drifter to return. Why doesn't he find him himself? Piccolo. He's a fortune teller of unknown age. He settled down at this castle after wandering. He said he's the third pupil of the great mage Crowley. I wonder if it's true. The skeleton hanging from his neck once belonged to a dead body, a body on which Piccolo had cast a spell. It can be manipulated as a mini skeleton. Okay, first off, that's a chain of skulls. It's not just one skeleton. So I'm kind of curious as to what they're talking about here, because is it multiple mini skeletons or what? You know? I don't know. When Muto, Lewis, and Ace When Muto, Lewis, Ace, and I lined up for lottery tickets, Piccolo told us we would be lucky with money. Why don't you have your fortune told?